Hey there guys, this is Joe with sloppyjoesshredshack, and today we're going to be doing part 2 of our video series on powering a guitar cabinet with your Line 6 Helix and what kind of setup you actually need for it. But anyways, let's take a look and go on this adventure together. Alright, so as you can see here, just like in the last video, this is the 6U rack that I bought, the Furman power conditioner, a used Crown power amp that I got from Good Times Music. Thank you, Bruce, I appreciate it. And my Line 6 Helix. All three of those pieces of equipment are 6U's of space, and this is a 6U rack unit. I don't know what the U actually means. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm saying it right, but it fits and everything works wonderfully. So what we're going to do is we're going to connect all of our equipment together and then plug in our Line 6 Helix to the cab and power it and see if we can get any power today. So the first thing we're going to do is, one, we kind of got everything set up right here, but I have a few components that we need to do this. First off, we're going to need one of these bad boys. Now this goes into the power amp and we'll see how this is connected. Basically what this is, a little power amp doodad. I forgot the actual name of that connector right there, to a 1/4 inch out so we can actually power the cab. We have a speaker cable, and now make sure that you're using a speaker cable going from the power amp to the cabinet. We have our power cable for the Helix, the power cable for the power amp, and a patch cable to go from the Helix to the power amp to actually send the signal that's going to eventually get amplified to the guitar cabinet. Alright, so we're going to turn our rig around here and start monkeying with a few things. Alright, so this is going to be kind of awkward for me because I'm going to be leaning down and I do not look good at this angle, but I tell you what, this is for education purposes, so it doesn't matter what I look like. You guys are trying to get some frickin' tones in a live situation from something that's primarily a better recording device but works great in a live application. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to connect our Helix to the power conditioner. Now the power conditioner is kind of like a little surge protector kind of thing. It does a few other things. This one has lights on it and everything, but basically the surge protector, or the Furman power conditioner in this case, as the thing that actually plugs into the wall. The Helix and the power amp connect to the power conditioner. So that's what powers our power amp and our modeler. So we're going to take our little connector here. We're going to go from one of our pieces of equipment to the power conditioner here. So as you can see, I am connecting the Crown power amp to the power conditioner. So I'm just going to put it in any of the slots here. So I'm just going to put it in this far left one because I can. And then we're going to take our second power cable here and connect that to the Helix and then that to the power conditioner. Alright, so now we have both of the units connected to the power conditioner. So what do we need to do after that? Good question. Now we're going to take our really heavy duty patch cable here and connect it from the Helix to the line in on the power amp. We're going to run it from our 1/4 inch mono to our channel 1. Now we want to remember that it's channel 1. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take this adapter and we're going to put it in the back of the power amp so we can connect eventually our speaker cable to our cab. So remember, we are in channel 1. So we're going to take this, slide it into the speak on thing. Turn to lock it. It's locked in place. That's beautiful. Now we're going to take our speaker cable here and connect this to the guitar cab. That goes right there. Now we're going to connect it to our input. Now I have This cab can run in stereo, so technically I could run a stereo setup with this. I'm just gonna run a mono setup. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn our cab around, and lastly, we're gonna plug our power conditioner into the wall so we can power our pieces of equipment. All right, so I got my extension cable here coming from the wall. We're gonna take our power supply from the Furman and connect it to the wall. Now, in theory, as of right now, everything should work. So we're gonna turn our guitar cab around and see what's up. All right, so what we're gonna wanna do now is turn the power conditioner on, then the Helix, then the power amp. And now I'm gonna take a quick break here and just make sure that everything's functioning, and we're gonna get this thing all set up and ready to go just for a little quick live application. All right, so it looks like we got everything set up. Now you're gonna see me do something here, a few things. One, I have to eliminate the IR and the particular patch that I'm using right now. And one, I have to make sure that the output is going to the 1/4 inch mono. So there's gonna be a few things. We're gonna switch to the other camera here and just look at it. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna eliminate the IR. We don't want the impulse response on right now, so we have to bypass that. So we're just gonna turn it off for now. So basically what would be happening is you'd be having a speaker impulse running into a speaker cabinet, which will make it sound kind of muffled and gross. So we're gonna do that. So we turned that off. Now we're gonna go this. Now this is already set on a bunch of different things. I'm just gonna set it on the 1/4 inch. That's the only output that I want it going to. So boom, there we go. And let's see if this thing works. And now, at this point, even though this is a really awkward way of looking at the camera, what they want you to do is start with the power all the way off on the power amp, max out your volume on the Helix, and then adjust your power on the power amp. I don't like doing it like that, so I'm gonna set this up to 3/4 on here, turn my volume down, and then adjust my volume from there. So good news, guys, it works. So if you're trying to set up your Helix rack for a live situation, this is how you do it. And in my opinion, it sounds really good. Anyways, if you like this video, definitely click subscribe, smash that bell notification, and follow me in all of the upcoming videos. Or you can hit me up on Facebook. Just use this as a keyboard. It's Sloppy Joe's Shred Shack, you silly goose. Or hit me up on Instagram at Sloppy Joe's. _shredshack. Anyways, I'm Joe. We just set up my Line 6 Helix rack into a 412 guitar cabinet, and it sounds really great. I don't know what it sounds like through that little shotgun microphone I have on here, but in the room, I love it. Anyways, later!